Hey guys, Bungor here, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to do a commentary on Riven the Exile. This isn't a guide. This was like, I just decided that I wanted to play him, and I played a game of Dominion, and I did really well, so I figured I'd show it to you guys and see what you thought. You can see my item build, and I'll kind of just tell you, I basically just followed the recommended items there. So, but anyway, here we go. We're going to get into the footage here. This is actually already after the initial Team 1 fight. In the Team 1 fight, I did pick up a triple kill, and it's really unfortunate that I forgot to start the recording prior to that. So, but you can see I'm 3-0 right now. So, and here I'm going to come up behind them after just picking up that shield and just instantly melt those champions there. The shield on Riven, the shield and stun are really strong, and they actually scale quite well. And there I kind of KS that kill, but that's because I'm Riven and I like kills. So, and here you see me chasing down Talon there, and I accidentally messed up on my Q spell, and I'm not really sure what happened, but I stopped following him for some reason because his Q spell, every time you tap the Q button, he'll do a little jump trick, and it's supposed to move towards your cursor, but for some reason he jumped backwards that time. So, not really sure what happened there, but that's okay. I ended up picking up the kill. But like I was saying, I will do a little bit of a guide kind of sort of stuff, and basically I maxed the stun first, followed by the shield, and then lastly your Q spell and your ultimate whenever that's available. They do scale quite well with AD or AD items, so yeah, his ratios are pretty well, and you can do a lot of burst damage with that stun. So and right there I started off with boots, and I don't even know what the item is called, Prospector Blade or whatever, or something. So that gave me the extra 200 health, the damage, and the spell, or the lifesteal. And then I picked up the level 2 boots to get that CC reduction and magic resist. So, and here I'm going to push down the lane, and I actually have quite a bit of gold here, so I should probably go back and buy. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and push down this lane here. We have 3 of the points, and that's kind of one of the big things about Dominion that people don't realize is you don't really need to capture that 4th point, and everyone seems to always want to capture the 4th point. And here it is, Tarek stuns, and I'm going to use my combo and just deal a lot of damage. Annie does show up. I pop my ultimate, even with exhaust on me, as Udyr shows up, perfect timing. We pick up the kill on him and then go on to Annie, double exhaust on Annie, and she really can't do anything. Unfortunately, Easy and Talon are also there, and they're going to finish me off as well. So, but anyway, like I was saying, he is really strong. I've already got that BF sword. I can't see my score on this screen right here because it's really small, but as you can see, I'm doing pretty well, and I'm kind of getting fed. So having that early BF sword, really strong, and right there are Vayne and Udyr are able to, or Vayne and Udyr, sorry, Vayne and Nocturne are able to pick up the kills. So we do a pretty strong team comp. Soraka was bot lane, and Soraka is actually a pretty strong bot lane in Dominion, in my opinion, because her sustainability, and she can continually push the lane down. So here, Tarek trying to pick up this relic in the middle, not going to let that happen. Stun, and the rest of our team shows up and picks up the kills. So I'm going to go ahead and take this shield. The relics do really give you an advantage, and you should definitely try to grab them whenever you're in the area you have a chance to do, kind of similar to red or blue buff, but I don't know. So right here, Easy by himself, and right there you can see the burst damage thrown down from my dash followed with my stun ability, and for some reason I decided to pop my ultimate. I thought that my ultimate was already on, so I was just gonna use the spell shield, or the active ability to fire it down, and basically nuke that creep wave down, but I kind of wasted it. So anyway, the other team does show up as we're about to take that turret, and we don't want to have a fight with their turret dealing damage as well, so we do back off here, which is pretty smart in my opinion. And here they are in our jungle. we're kind of waiting for him, and right there, Talon, bad placement, and you can see the burst damage that I do with Riven right now with just the BF sword and the Prospector blade and boots. So, and right here, Annie out of place again, Nocturne ult, and I'm gonna throw, I mean, just watch the red on the name appear on Annie as I just deal a ton of burst damage, and I mean, almost he's almost similar to Talon. Probably not as strong of a champion as Talon, not as much burst, but more sustained. So I don't know. The first time when I first started playing Riven, I really didn't like him because he doesn't really have any. Well, he doesn't really have any way to get into fights and things of that nature. So which kind of stinks. But I mean, all he has is like these little mini jumps, if you will, which they're okay, but I didn't really like him. But he does seem to deal quite a big chunk of damage, and he may not. I don't think he's as strong in normal games as he is in Dominion, just because of the ability, like how quickly you gain gold and things like that. And I don't know, just fighting in the jungle, he does that burst damage, so he's pretty strong in there. And we do have a pretty strong team comp as well. It seems to be the case that AD tanks, tanky AD champions are the way to go in Dominion, just because A, they have sustainability, B, the fights are almost always close quarters, so there aren't a lot of situations where you're fighting champions from a distance. And here you can see me go onto the turret, throw that ultimate down, pick up the kill on Annie, exhaust on Taric, and the jump in and stun combo to get the kill, and I am able to pick up the turret with very little health left, but a double kill on the tower. Can't really complain too much about that. Unfortunately, easy ult there kills me. Wasn't really paying close enough attention, and his little heart message in the chat there, that was kind and friendly, I suppose. But here I didn't really know what to build. I just decided to follow the recommended items because they seem pretty good, and I've seen a couple Rivens do well in this game type, and they pretty much built straight AD, though I think building tanky could be definitely effective as well, but you wouldn't have the same kind of burst. So anyway, continuing on, I'm going to move down here. I wanted to grab that shield, but Nocturne is going to pick it up, and Nocturne's pretty strong also, so no reason that he can't have that shield as well. I'm going to move through the jungle, try to catch someone out of place, basically, waiting for someone to misstep, basically. And right here, Annie, I decided to go follow her because they're both headed top, and our team doesn't have anyone to defend. Easy and Annie, probably a mistake. Here I'm going to pop my ultimate, go in, there's the stun, and then throw my ult damage down and try to get to Annie and see if I can pick up the kill. I do ghost, and I am able to pick up that kill at the last second with my dash and one attack. So 2v1, and I get one kill. Can't complain too much. I probably should have stayed on my turret, and I would have done a lot better. Probably live longer, but that's okay. I had fun, and I just had never played Riven much before, so it was just a good opportunity for me to chase down some baddies and pick up some kills. Anyway, here Vayne is able to pick up this turret, and as you can see, the game's it's a little lopsided. It's not really even close. Definitely one of the bigger score differences. We were able to hold that top tower pretty much the entire game. And here's Udyr catching Annie with exhaust, dealing some damage. Gonna land another stun on her. She is out of place. There's Vayne. I'm gonna follow, rush in here. I thought she was still in the brush, but she wasn't. Here, I'm gonna throw my combo. There's a stun, and pick up that kill. So here Taric on the tower. I should have finished capturing. I didn't. I engage on Taric anyway, and then we do pick up the kill on Taric as well. So we're going to get this fourth turret, and like I said, as you can see, this game's not really even close, and a nice easy ult actually hits all of us and stops us from capping the turret, but we still finish capping anyway. And one mistake in Dominion that I see a lot of people do, and we do it right here, is right after capturing, we all leave the turret. and they instantly just recap it. We don't even try to contest. When you have that advantage of the turret, you should always try to, especially if you think you have any kind of chance, you should try to stay there and cap that if possible. So here we pick up the kill on Talon, and we're going to keep fighting and pick up the kill on Taric as well. So, and I was thinking about engaging on Annie. Actually, I was waiting for her in the brush. I thought maybe she would come up to try to go cap that top point. Not the case. And there's bot lane, Soraka doing her good job keeping that bot point, or recapping it, I should say, and just that sustainability and stuff. And I'm going to head down here, start to cap these points, this turret here. And I've noticed that a lot of times it seems like basically about the distance from one turret to another turret is the exact amount of time that it takes a person to capture a point. So, and right there, or not capture a point, but to get it neutralized, at least halfway captured. So, and in that situation, you saw me overextend and try to chase. I wanted to get Talon because I kind of knew I was going to die anyway, but I did not pick up that kill, unfortunately. He got back to his base, and I don't know where he went. So, up top, as you can see, Udyr is fighting. Annie stunned, and there's Taric. Taric, I don't know why you picked Taric in this game type. He is virtually useless. Even maybe if you built straight AP, he could contribute a little bit to the team, but I would not be willing to bet money on that. So Taric's not a very strong pick. Here they are capping my point. I should have just stopped capture right there, but I didn't. I'm going to engage on him. And exhaust goes down on me, so not really much I can do, and I kind of just get owned because of exhaust. Exhaust is really it stinks, because it seems like everyone that I fight always has exhaust up, and it always kills me. So probably shouldn't have engaged, or should have tried to disengage as soon as they hit me with that exhaust, but didn't happen, and not a big deal, I guess. Doesn't really matter at this point in the game anyway. It's 31 to 380, so it's looking pretty good for us. And right there you can see my score. Pretty fed, lots of assists, lots of kills. Gonna head up towards this top point, keep Annie from trying to capture. She is doing a little harass on Udyr. And here, 3v1, not the situation you want to be in if you're Udyr. He's gonna try to run and get out of there. He does get out of there. I'm gonna show up and try to engage on these guys, and I'm going to engage. And another exhaust, like always, a lot of damage. I kind of jump out of there and then jump back in, dealing a lot of burst damage with my ultimate and that stun. And we're going to pick up all the kills and clear that turret out, and they are not going to even cap the point. So I don't know why we're not capturing the point. I don't even, wow. I just realized how retarded I am. And right there I kind of lagged out for a second. It wouldn't let me move. That seems to happen with my internet sometimes. So yeah, we are retarded and did not capture that top point. I don't know. I guess we just were not thinking at all. So, but we are going to pick up this capture right here, or get really low. I guess we didn't quite get it. Here Annie engages with her Tibbers. Does do a little bit of burst damage, but I'm going to run around here and try to get her as well as I can. And there you can just see my damage and sustainability. And here I'm going to keep dealing damage, jump on her, stun, I get her really low, and the ult, and I pick up the kill at the last second. And right here, actually, I probably would have been able to 1v1 Taric had the game lasted, but it did not. So that's the game, guys. There's my final score, the scorecard, and I can't even read what the score is. So pretty strong game with Riven, but thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think of the Dominion game and Riven in general. So take it easy, guys. Peace.